Hey everyone, I'm Stacy, the 911 Stitcher. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch and crafting. Today is Friday, July 15th, 2022. This is video number 93. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and a big hello to all my previous subscribers and followers. I appreciate you guys. My videos are always about cross stitch. I talk about crochet, knitting, punch needle, all kinds of other crafting as well. But this video in particular is going to just be about cross stitch. I will show some new things that I purchased. I'll show two finishes. I can't believe I had two finishes. They're small. I will show you a couple finishes that came back from the finisher, and I've got some giveaways at the end of the video. So first of all, I want to say thank you to Nancy for her D-Statch box. She sent a box. I've had several viewers send in some charts. They're fairly new, and she sent me a box of goodies to go through as giveaways for you guys. And a lot of them always say, if you see something you want to stitch, feel free to stitch it. Otherwise, feel free to give it away to your viewers, which I really appreciate because it makes it fun for me to give away charts. And that way you have something new to stitch, and it's just fun to get stuff in the mail, especially goodies. So I have that at the end of the video. Everyone's eligible to put in for a giveaway. I also want to say a thank you for Buy Me a Coffee. There is a link down in the description box below. That link is for anyone that wants to donate for giveaways to my channel. It always goes back to you guys. I don't buy things for myself with that money. I actually buy thread and fabric and charts, and I do giveaways for you guys. It also helps with shipping. So thanks again for all of you guys that have went down and donated to the Buy Me a Coffee. So I've got some fun things to share. Again, this is going to be all about cross stitching, but let's talk about what's been going on, because I know a lot of you have written to me. I appreciate all the get well messages. I appreciate all the cards and notes that you have sent and messages that you've sent. It's been wonderful. Thank you so much. And a lot of you have sent me a few things that have come on a day when it's been a particularly bad day. For those of you just joining and you don't know, I just had reconstructive arm surgery. I have an incision from the back of the arm, right about the middle, around the elbow. It stops about here, and then I have an incision along the top. The nice thing is that the top incision is hidden under my skin so nobody can see it. He said he wanted to keep my arm pretty, which I appreciate. So I do have an incision from wrist to here to the elbow, but underneath here is where later videos, it's going to be obvious. You'll be able to see the scar. Not worried about that. Who cares? So for now, I'm in a cast. I've been in a cast for 3 weeks, and I have another 3 weeks to go, and it sucks. It's summer, it's July, and it's hot. Thank you God for air conditioning, and I can just turn that on and it doesn't faze me. I stay inside. I do feel good enough. Right now, the last week, I've had a really difficult time with nausea, pain, and swelling. So I have gone back to a regular schedule for pain meds. That has helped me considerably, and I have an icing routine, and I'm very, very tired. So you might see some sagging along the eyes. I'm tired. Right now, I'm not nauseated, but I am having some problems with nausea. And I don't know what it is. I don't know. I think it's just, I was talking to my friend Michelle, and we both agreed that I think the arm, the first week of surgery, is medicated, and it's just kind of in shock, where week 2 and 3, it starts to wake up and go, whoa, what the heck happened here? And because muscle was cut in the forearm, and because so much trauma was done to the elbow and so much was changed, it all has to figure out how to work together again. So we were both laughing, saying that it just woke up and went, what the heck happened to us? And how are we all going to work together again? So I have right now, the only ability I have is these 2 fingers. I can move this a little bit. You can see this is going to need some therapy. Don't have much use of the fingers right now. And so this will stay casted for 3 weeks, but I have found a way to stitch, and I got some finishes. So I have been doing some left-handed stitching, and it's been, you know, it's been tough, especially I'll show you my new start on perforated paper. That's the hardest one. I'm actually putting that away because I cannot work on it anymore. It's too hard for me. I'll show my progress though. I do have a middle section done. So anyway, so I've been in this for 3 weeks. I have another 3 weeks to go. Then I start occupational therapy with a hand specialist and an arm specialist. And I'm going to have that for quite some time. So I can stitch with my left hand as long as my project is stuck in my holder, you know, like my stand. My husband has to put it on because I have a hard time screwing the top. Again, these fingers, they're all messed up. They're not working. So can't use these fingers at all. And I can't trigger the forearm. I cannot have these muscles in the forearm move at all. Huge, huge pain. But he also wants this arm to just rest. So I haven't been doing much of anything, of course, with this arm, but everything's been going on with this arm. So when we go to restaurants, my husband has to cut my food for me. He has to do pretty much everything for me. Thankfully, I can use my left hand for a lot of things. And I had to laugh because when we go to restaurants and stuff, he has to cut my food for me. If it's something soft, I can cut it myself, or I just use the back of the fork to cut food. But I wanted to tell you this funny story. So I decided to order a pancake, which I don't usually order. And since pancakes are supposed to be soft, I decided I don't need my food cut. I'm a big girl. I could do this by myself. So got my fork and I'm trying to cut it. Well, I'm actually just ripping it, you know, the pancake on my own because I want to feel like I can do things. So I'm over here in the restaurant. My husband's just looking at me like... He's just watching. So I'm over here eating, you know, and I can eat with my left hand, no problem. It's the cutting that's a little hard. So I'm cutting and I'm ripping up my pancake and stuff. All of a sudden, I'm not kidding you, I had the fork in my hand and I flung that pancake across the table. It hit him in the side of the arm and it bounced off the front of the table. Anyway, he's looking at his arm that's got syrup on it and he's like, oh my God. She's got some problems. Anyway, that was really funny. So here's just a couple pictures. Quick, we'll keep it quick. I'm going to show a few pictures, quick little video. My husband was not able to go into pre-op with me. And so this is the video I sent to him as I'm getting ready to be wheeled. It maybe 10 minutes before I got wheeled into surgery. So that showed him I was happy with my little happy feet. And the other thing I was going to tell you is, you know, my pets, my cat I've talked about her before. She is addicted to me, especially when I'm not feeling good, and she knows it. So here's a few pictures, of course, with her laying with me. She will actually chase off the other cat. She doesn't want the other cat near me. She doesn't want the dogs near me. And she is just a really unique, very clingy, very loving cat. And when she knows I don't feel good, she's just very protective. So anyway, the videos I was going to just show you guys real quick. So she's a sweetheart. She is, in one of the pictures you probably saw, Deuce was on the bed. So as long as he stayed on the other side of the bed, she was okay with that. And then the last video I was just going to show is day 6 or 7, I think it was, I started stitching with my left hand. So here I am in the video struggling. My husband thought it was cute that I was trying to stitch, and I was doing a pretty good job. I got the hang of it and I learned. It's funny what you can teach yourself when something else doesn't work. It's pretty awesome. So anyway, I also got my cast off. I got the stitches all taken off. I had to get recasted, which I was not happy. I wanted this thing off and he recasted me. So this is the picture after he recasted me. So then I ended up having to go back the next day and because the cast was too tight around the elbow. Right around here, you can see it sticking out a little bit. You can see it sticking out because that's where he did a lot of surgery, is on that inner elbow bone. So I had to have the cast come out a little bit to stay away from that bone. And I had to go back in a third time and have it recasted because it hurt me so much. So anyway, that's my news. Everything's going great. A few rough days here and there. The last week has been particularly hard, more so than the others. I'll get there, I'll heal, and it's just a long process. It's going to continue to be a long process. So let's talk about cross stitching. What's going on in the cross stitch world? I've been watching. Took a few days, but I was back on social media within a couple of days. And I did see that Needlework Expo is going to be August 27th through the 29th. It is a virtual wholesale event. So if it's virtual and it's wholesale for only shops and only needlework shops, what does that mean for me and you? It means there's going to be a lot of great new charts out there. So keep an eye. I'll be posting once they make things shareable. I will post pictures of them only if they're shareable. Otherwise, I don't show anything that's not that someone hasn't like listed as shareable. So keep an eye on that weekend, 27th, 28th, 29th of August. You'll start seeing probably a few days before that some new release charts that's coming out, and that's going to be a lot of fun. It always is. So you'll be contacting, how do you order these new charts? You contact your favorite needlework shop, your favorite Etsy shop, whoever you like to shop with. Look around and take a look, and you'll see new charts coming out at the end of August. So the next thing I wanted to show, and I'm not able to go dig through charts right now, is the Silver Creek sampler. They listed, I believe, on their Instagram or maybe their Facebook page that they did a rechart of one of my favorite charts. If you've been following me for quite some time, you'll know I lost someone extremely special in my life. Elizabeth is my stepdaughter, but she was also my bridesmaid and my friend, Rick's daughter, his oldest daughter. I love her so much. Think about her every day. I had a viewer send me a chart when she passed away that just, to this day, it still just touches my heart when I think about someone sending me this chart. It is called When Life is Done, and I'll show a picture of it here. So what they changed, and I'm going to show a second picture, it isn't just a woman kneeling next to the grave. They've recharted it for a man. I will put in the notes below because I forgot to look I believe they have a website that you can go and get the graph for the man. I don't know if they posted it on Instagram or if it's a place that I'll put it in the notes below. If you have questions and you do want to know how to stitch the man, let me know. Like I say, I forgot to look just before I started this video to just double check where you go, or you can contact Silver Creek Samplers. I'm sure they'll tell you. It'll say on their Instagram and Facebook as well. So, and if you don't want the woman kneeling next to the gravesite, you can have the man, which I love. So it says, I love you just as much today as when you died and flew away. I'll not be sad nor shed a tear. Your memories will linger near. We'll meet again when life is done and soar away beyond the sun. Elizabeth was very religious, and so I have no doubt in my mind that when it's time for me and her dad to pass, she'll be there waiting. So I will see her again. Next, stitch along. Now this is fun because we can see what the chart looks like. This is Primrose Cottage Stitches on Instagram, Toil and Trouble Stitch Along. Here's what it looks like. And I believe they're also on Facebook and on Etsy. So it starts August 4th. You can see what the chart looks like. The hashtag Toil and Trouble Sal all together on Instagram. She said to follow the instructions on Instagram. They also have a Flosstube. So this looks fun. I am loving all the Halloween stuff coming out, both spooky and cute. I love it. Okay, let's talk about, there was one more stitch along coming up. I know nothing about the Etsy shop. If you guys have purchased before, let me know. And it's called Lola Crow Cross Stitch. I'm going to show a picture of it here. She has a stitch along that caught my eye because it's called the Haunted Library Halloween Stitch Along. Haunted Library? I am all over that. She said, spooky and cute library scene packed with books, ghosts, literary characters, and an author or two. Starts July 22nd. Check out her Etsy shop, Lola Crow Cross Stitch. She said there's 27 DMC colors. There are 10 chapters. It starts with a prologue, which will show like the graph of the frame of the cross stitch. And then the next 10 chapters come out after that. So read more about it. She also said vintage country mocha is the suggested fabric. check it out. I mean, I'm going to check it out. I don't know. This is a new to me person or shop. So I'm super curious. Anything with books, I love to read. In fact, I just got off eBay a couple days ago and got an order for some old vintage. I'll show a picture. The blue Nancy Drew hardback books. And I got them off eBay. And the reason I like them so much, they remind me of my mom. And she had a collection, but she doesn't know what she did with it. She thought they were at my dad's house. My dad said, no, they're at your house. So nobody knows what happened to them. So I started collecting them again because I love to read them, first of all. And second of all, they just remind me of something of, of my mom. And so I got those off eBay. Okay, so I had a couple questions. I did not want you to think I forgot. There was a question on the Bristol sampler video a couple videos back about Mary 395 and about a chart I showed that had a squirrel on it. I don't want you to think I forgot about you. I will ask Claudia. She's the expert on Bristol samplers I mentioned in that particular video, and I'll ask her. I didn't want to bother her. She fell recently and had a really bad fall. So I wanted to give her some time to heal up, and I'll ask her about that. So don't think I forgot about you guys. I also had someone ask me about lizard litter. What do you fill your, I have got a strawberry, there he is, right there in the tree. It's made of fabric, and I made my very first strawberry and I filled it with lizard litter. You can get it at a pet shop or you can get it online on Amazon. That's where I got it. I'm going to show a picture of it here. This is the brand. I've actually had a couple people ask me, so I thought I would mention it. Let's show some finishes, cross stitch finishes. So before I forget, I was going to show you guys a Perfect World, the framed piece that I got back, but there's no way I can lift it right now. I'll have my husband help me on the next video and show you guys. So let's start with this one, Primrose Cottage. Primrose Cottage, it was the name of the chart. It is called March 9 Patch Quilt. I stitched this on 56 count fabric. Now it's little. It is super, super little. 56 count fabric, Cafe au lait is the name of the fabric color. And I wasn't sure what it would look like so tiny, but I was willing to find out. I also used, if you look right in the top of the gold in the pots, let's see if you can see it sparkle, especially this one, you can really see it sparkle. And I used gold thread, treasure braid, to make the gold sparkle. So I sent it to the finisher. I'm going to show you a picture of what it looked like when I finished it and I posted it on Instagram, because then you can really get an idea of how tiny this little thing is. So the finisher sent it back as an adorable ornament. Absolutely love how she finished it. It feels like it's like on cardstock. She made cording on the side. This is the back. And then she attached the bow. So this gives you an idea of what you can make an ornament-wise. Gives you an idea of something you can do yourself also. This cording can be glued on it or it can be stitched on. I think I stitched some cording one time on a finish. I decided not to use the glue only because it didn't seem as secure to me as a stitch, as a piece of thread did. So I went ahead and stitched it on myself. I did not do this. I'm talking about a previous finish. So anyway, I love how she finished it. Her name is Kathy. She's on Facebook, Finishing or Finishes by Kathy. And I don't know if she's taking new clients, but you can always send her a message. She is on Facebook Messenger. There is always a wait. So don't, with any finisher really, don't think you're going to get your finishes back within a couple weeks. It could actually take a couple months. So anyway, very, very cute. I think it came out adorable. I just love how simple it is. I love, it's going to be perfect on a St. Patrick's tree. 56 count. And yep, you can see how little it is. It's little. So that's finish number one. And the next finish is Pumpkin House, The Pumpkin House. This is a kit by Chezzy and me. And it came back from Kathy, the finisher. The kit included Gloriana silks, and I don't know what kind of fabric. So here's the stitch piece right here. This is how little it is. This kit is tiny. I stitched it in 2020 and I just recently sent it to the finisher. There are satin stitches in the pumpkin, which make it a little bit shiny. It's very cute. This is the very first Chezzy and Me I've ever done. And I just think the way she finished it, I think is beautiful. I think the fabric, fabric is just so fun. Here's the back, matches all the colors in the front, and it's beautiful. I think it came out adorable. So this came as a kit. When you order it and it arrives in the mail, the kit, I'm not kidding you, is this big. It's tiny. Anyway, very cute. Chezzy and Me. And again, it does come with Gloriana silk. So it was about $35. It was kind of pricey, but you get silks and, you know, you just, you get a great kit. So that's finish number 2 from Kathy. Very, very cute. Okay, next, I'm going to show some finishes that I worked on, and I got this all done after I was casted. So it wasn't easy. Left-handed stitching, I'm getting used to, and I can now, because I can move these 2 fingers a little bit, I can hold on to the needle a little, and I can do some two-handed stitching. Still, it has to be something like easy. I cannot do the perforated paper. I'll show you my progress on it, but I have to put that away. It's too hard on my arm. So the next finish that I did, I decided to go through some smalls. Now I have several Halloween small finishes. I don't have a lot of Christmas. So I found some charts. I actually have a stack behind me of some Christmas charts that I thought, let's do some smalls and get some ornaments going. So this one it doesn't have a name. It just shows on the back, it shows the graph, and then it's got the instructions on color and stuff. You know, like what colors, it tells you what to backstitch and what color. So here is the chart. It doesn't seem to want to, hold on, focus. Let's see. Let's see if it focuses a little better. For some reason, it's not real clear today. I'm not sure why, but anyway, you'll see the finish. It's a little bit clearer. So what I did is, instead of doing white, I did the blue sparkle. It's actually like a grayish color sparkle. I got the fabric off 1-2-3 stitch, and it is 32 count. Let's put something behind it. 32 count. It's called Gray Silver Sparkle. That's the finish. So it's Santa Claus and a puppet, and he's holding the puppet by like a vine. Now I thought a puppet would be on a string, black. I would stitch the string in black. On the instructions it said stitch the vine in green. So he's like a little garden gnome or something that Santa Claus pulled up. He's adorable. You know what I told my friend Michelle? When I talk about Michelle, it's Michelle McGraw. She has a floss tube made by Michelle McGraw. She's my good friend. And I talked to her and I said, you know who this reminds me of? In Harry Potter 1 and 2, remember the garden? I don't remember what the lady's name, but she does like the gardening and I can't remember what her like specialty was, but she had the kids pull the things out of the garden and they're screaming. They're like little babies. Oh my God, I hate that scene because they're all screaming coming out of the plant. That's what he reminds me of, is the little screaming baby. So I told Michelle I'm going to make the vine in green because it is a plant. Is it a holly plant? I made the stems in green. I attached it to his head just like the picture. And that's my finish. So 32 count Gray Silver Sparkle is what it's called. And it's on 1-2-3 stitch. So anyway, he's going off to the finisher in a couple of days, and it just comes in. There are maybe 8 or 10 cards that come together, and this is Prairie Schooler. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have a name. I just call it Santa and the Puppet. So very, very cute. I love the fabric, and I love how you can choose what fabric to use. You don't have to choose the color tan just because it shows tan. Gives you an idea of how different it looks when you choose a different fabric. So that was one finish that I had. Next finish I did is by Sugar Stitches, Peekaboo. If you guys remember, I also changed the fabric on this to purple. And here's my progress. This is 32 count. It's called Whimsy by Picture This Plus. So isn't he cute? This was the first project I started when I started feeling better after my surgery. So I just love him. I think he's adorable. He came out so cute. The only thing I did not stitch on this chart is the little wheelie decorations here that are in front of the candy corn. I left those off. See those little round circles? I left them off because I wanted the candy corn to really show. I wanted it to be obvious it was candy corn. So that's my finish. I think he's adorable. He is also going to the finisher this week. So you can kind of see the difference in fabric color. I've got a big old string hanging off of it, I think. No, I don't, yeah. Anyway, you can see by choosing a different fabric color, how fun it turns out. Anyway, that's very cute. Sugar Stitches is on Etsy, and this was called Peekaboo. This is a giveaway chart. If you're interested in this chart, stay tuned because I do have giveaways coming up. Okay, let's see what's next. Whips. So I started a new project when I went to the Bristol Orphanage retreat. I did a video about 2-3 videos back, and part of the retreat talked to us about perforated paper. I love perforated paper. Now, you know, Mill Hill kits. I wish I could grab it, but I can't. Mill Hill kits always come with perforated paper. And this is an example of what it looks like. It's got 14 count or 18 count holes. It comes in different colors, but this 18 count only comes in white. So I bought a chart off of Dutch Treat Designs, and Claudia is the one that was our instructor. This is Claudia I was talking about a few minutes ago. So this is what I bought, Bristol Red. And I thought that was so fun to do. So in the retreat, they talked to us about stitching things on perforated paper like they did back in the olden days. Back in the 1800s and stuff, a lot of these samplers were stitched on perforated paper. I didn't know that. So I thought, I want something that's gonna remind me of the retreat. I want something different and fun. So I decided I wanna do one on perforated paper too. So I ended up looking through my stash, and I did order this from Claudia from Dutch Treat Designs. She has a website. I ordered the thing. I ordered the chart. I found this. I also met a lady named Judy, and Judy brought her progress. She was stitching on perforated paper already when she went to the retreat where I met her. So Judy had this progress. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful progress on perforated paper. And she said, don't forget, you have to do it on 18 count, not 14 count, or this won't fit. So I found some 18 count perforated paper. But the thing is, I didn't want white. I don't want this white. I want it to look like this. So I tea dyed it. I thought, can we tea dye perforated paper to make it look more vintagey or old? And I did. So I tea dyed it, and I've had lots of people ask me if I could just show a quick tutorial on how I did it, and I will. That's a video coming up. So I tea dyed it, and here's my progress. So you can see a clear difference. That's actually coming out pretty darn good, the modeling. You can see the total difference from white. Let's put something behind it. Where's that board? Hold on, I had a board. So you can see the difference. That's a great picture of the modeling right there. There's quite a difference between the white perforated paper and what I did to my paper. Doesn't it look vintagey and old? I love it. Love it how it came out. So instead of plain white, you can tea dye perforated paper. You have to be really careful not to get that tea bag too wet. If it's too wet and your paper gets too wet, it will fall apart. Ask me how I know. I had a problem with glue one time and I destroyed a Mill Hill kit. So anyway, that's my progress, and you can see, hold on one second. You can see my progress. Isn't that neat? So now I'm going to have a sampler on perforated paper like the girls did a long time ago. They stitch on linen as well, the little girls in the 1800s, but I'm going to have a sampler on perforated paper to remind me of the retreat that I went to. And I am so proud of this. I think it's going to be really, really beautiful. But unfortunately, the bad thing is I don't have anything that can hold this. I have to hold this in my hand like this with 2 fingers. So this progress here, that is the work of my left hand. All of these finishes I did with my left hand. And me holding, now again, I can't move these 3 fingers very well. I can do this. And now I can't lift anything and I can't hold anything, but I can hold barely. So here I am like this stitching. I'm like this, holding this, stitching with my left hand. Isn't that ridiculous? The things I'll do to stitch. Anyhow, I'm very proud of this. I think that it came out, and it's going to remind me of stitching with my left hand. I'll show it up close. I think it came out really good. The whole section in the middle, well, that line of images or motifs is done. And there we go. Anyway, I'm really proud of this. When I can have my hand back, I'll let you know, and I'll start progress on it again. I am using silk. I'm using Belsois Cranberry, and it's a beautiful color. It's showing up a little more orange. It's a deep, deep red. I don't know why it's showing so orange. This is the color more. So anyway, very fun, very pretty. The next bit of progress that I have is Hawk Run Hollow. A year at Hawk Run Hollow. Let's see, let's get this closer. Now, as you guys know, I finished January, February, March, April, and I'm working on May. So here's what it looks like up close. I am determined to get May done because I'm tired of May. I don't think I like stitching flowers that much. I've come to the conclusion that this has taken a long time because I don't like stitching flowers. Here's my progress. So I'm going to stand up for just a second. This has been a blast. Beautiful. The red is Classic Colorworks Ribbon Red. The orange that I'm working on this flower. So here's what I'm working on. I've done the orange flower. Again, all left-handed stitching. So it's going a little slow, but that's okay. I've got some progress. That orange is Classic Colorworks Colonial Copper. So I did make some changes on this, and I love it. I also did the house. All the red and all the orange is going to be the same throughout the whole chart. A lot of it's DMC, B5200 white. But for the most part, the biggest changes are the orange and the red, and that was the 2 I just said, Ribbon Red and Colonial Copper. This is Vintage Country Mocha, and it's 20 count Ada. I really, really like it. So that's some progress that I got done, and I'm very, very happy. Okay, that's all of the progress that I've stitched. I am going to talk about some new releases coming up. There's a lot of them, a lot of new releases, and then I'm going to do giveaways at the end. We've got several giveaways. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let's start with new releases. Oh, you know what? Let me show a couple of things of haul that I've gotten. I about died when Cheryl sent me, she sent me the cutest chart that I had on my 1-2-3 stitch wish list. Isn't she beautiful? Oh God, I just love her so much. However, she also sent me, this is the name of the company and this is the name of the chart. She's beautiful. And look what she sent me to go with it. The matching needle minder. And then she remembered I liked A Christmas Carol and sent me a Christmas Carol needle minder, which I don't have. I am thrilled to death. So thank you, Cheryl, so much for sending this to me. She is just beautiful. The needle minders came from Mad. Oh gosh, hold on. Mad for Minders. Probably on Etsy. I see her on Instagram. Mad for Minders. I'm not able to pull it off because it's too strong for me to pull the magnet off and look, but I did see that's the name of the shop. Anyway, that's the name of the chart. The name, and she's beautiful. I think she's just gorgeous, and I love it on that gray. I think the gray is gorgeous. I got 2 Prairie Schoolers. If you guys happen to see on 123 Stitch, they had a sale for Christmas charts, and I got Father Christmas. I was laughing with Michelle because I told her that I've been obsessed with Prairie Schoolers. I added 61 charts to my wish list. I better go find another job. Anyway, that's my newest chart, Father Christmas by Prairie Schooler. I love the different Santas. I love vintagey. I love different styles of Santas. I love how this one is yellow, this one's blue, gold. I love all his different clothes. I think it's pretty. The other one I got is Prairie Schooler Button Up. Here's what it looks like up close, button up. I plan to do these separate. I love the house with the cardinal. I love the little kid playing in the snow, doing a snow angel. I'm gonna do these all separate. I think they're adorable. So that's the next chart I got. I'm part of Color and Cotton Fabric and Thread of the Month. So this was this month's, this was July. Pretty colors. I'm also, and I go directly through Color and Cotton. This fabric is called Granny Smith, like the apple. Isn't that beautiful? I thought that was just so pretty. I keep saying candy apple. Granny Smith. It's an apple. Really pretty. And I got my Fox and Rabbit color of the month. This is called White Clay. It's a beautiful color. I would take it out, but I'm not able to. You guys understand. That's a good, accurate picture of it. It's called White Clay. Beautiful color. I also got some giveaways, a bunch of giveaway charts. And these will all be future giveaways. This is just an example. I think this is so beautiful. One of my favorite Victoria sampler, Pumpkin Patch Farm. That'll be a future giveaway. Lots of Lizzie Kate Santas. I've also got these as a giveaway coming up in the next few videos. I've got Jack. It's all through the night. Jack and Harry. So really fun things that I was sent. Here's a beautiful one. Cinnamon Stick Christmas Elegant Kris Kringle by Homespun Elegance. I have a thing for Santas. I think these are so beautiful. Another one that I've been wanting that was sent in, and she said that I could stitch it if I want to, is Lavender and Lace Celtic Christmas. I have seen this stitched up. It is fantastic. It's beautiful. The other one I got from Joan Elliott. This is another one that she said I could stitch. If I wasn't interested, I could do it as a giveaway. Father Christmas by Joan Elliott. Isn't he beautiful? Can you imagine how gorgeous this is going to look stitched up? Very pretty. I got 2 bags. 2 fabulous project bags by Jan Holder. She's located on Instagram. She does sell these bags. Now, I don't know if anybody's going to want this bag because my favorite, you guys know I'm a huge baseball fan. I have been for many years. When I had my injury with the police department, I literally laid in bed and watched baseball all afternoon and all evening. I always tell everybody the Yankees are the ones who got me through the worst injury I've ever had in my whole life, and numerous surgeries. And so my bag from Jan, I'm thrilled. I'm so thrilled. And the back of it So Jan had asked me, who's your second favorite baseball team? Who is Rick's favorite baseball team? And I said, well, Rick likes the Angels. You know, he likes the California Angels. I will be a diehard Yankee fan for life. Like I said, they got me through some of the worst times of my life when I got hurt. So Jan asked, she says, Rick likes the Angels. And I said, yeah. Look what she put on the inside. Oh my God. How fabulous is that? So it's actually a bag for me and Rick. Next, Jan sent me a beautiful crow, a crow bag. It's just because you guys know I love crows and ravens. It's gorgeous. She puts a lot of time and effort into her bags. And I don't know if you can see the glitter. Maybe a little bit of glitter you guys are picking up. So Jan Holder is located on Instagram. And they're just beautiful bags. Absolutely beautiful. This is her name. She's also has an email, jan_holder@yahoo.com. So thank you so much, Jan. These are just, here's the back of the crow bag or raven bag. It's just gorgeous. I got 2 more bags, and these are also available for you guys to purchase off of Teresa Kogut's website. These bags are just beautiful, and they're a perfect size for smaller items or for thread, if you have a big project full of thread. Michelle, I mentioned, made by Michelle McGraw, she sent me these. These are fabulous. They are such a great size. Hold on just a second. Let me take this one out of the bag. Such a great size. And this is number 2, Teresa Kogut bag. It's just perfect. It's simple, and it's just a perfect bag. Thank you so much, Michelle. These are beautiful. I love these. Okay, now let's talk about some new releases. There's a lot of new releases coming out, and let's show them. We've got Primrose Cottage, All Things Grow with Love. It's pretty. How about the new Prairie Schoolers? I don't see a name on them yet, but Needle Case Goodies on Etsy showed it. I saw it there. Michelle sent it to me. I saw it there first. I saw that she advertised first, and then now I'm starting to see it pop up more. Prairie Schoolers. New Prairie Schoolers are coming. How exciting. I don't know when, and I don't know the name of it. Tiny Modernist, the 70s kitchen. I can think back to my mom and dad's kitchen, and some of the things in this chart remind me of my mom and dad. Carolyn Manning, we've got a lot of them. I'm just going to show them all together. Horizon, Ice Princess, Marigold Mornings, Chantilly Lace, Pixie Petals, Pumpkin Patches is the first one. And then next we have Mermaid Song, North Star, oh my God, so beautiful. Pomegranate and Plum, Chameleon, Toucan, and Tree Frog. How awesome are these? Let's talk about the Little Boot on Etsy. You put it all together, the Little Boot. She has one, no, she has 3. Snow Coffee, Ginger Coffee, and Christmas Coffee. I'm gonna try and show those all together. I hope they're not blurry. If not, I'll separate them. Now here's what I've never heard of, Stitches Through the Years. When you go onto Etsy, you put Stitches Through, THROUGH, Years is YRS. This is called Summer in the Country. Isn't that beautiful? No, I've never heard of her before, so I'm excited to have found it. Ink circles, we have 2. We have Reflections of Germany and Tiger Moth. Those are pretty too. 2 from Hands On Design. We have Beach Please, and we also have More Beach. How fun. Okay, here's another one. I'm gonna buy it. It's on Etsy, Calico Confectionery. Again, put it all together as one word, Calico Confectionery. Shine on Harvest Moon. That is beautiful. I love this. Okay, Country Cottage Needleworks. We have the Nutcracker Village series is coming out. It has been coming out. This one is Arabian Coffee Shop. How cute. Kathy Barrick. I have loved Kathy Barrick. I also saw one of my favorite Flosstubers came out with a new video, and she's a huge Kathy Barrick fan. It is Live at the She Shack with Dawna. Go check her out. Dawna is spelled D-A-W-N-A. Live at the She Shack with Dawna. Check her out. She stitches a lot of Kathy Barrick, and they're gorgeous. She's the one who got me hooked on Kathy Barrick. So her three new ones, we've got the Mill House and Morning Tide. I'm going to show those together because the next one is called Summer Pin Drum. This is the three different sides of the drum. So these are not three separate charts. It's all one drum. Isn't it adorable? Let's talk about a Ukrainian seller on Etsy. Cute Patterns by Maria on Etsy. Under the Peaceful Sky. She says it is her dream, along with fellow Ukrainians, that they have peace under the peaceful sky someday. Okay, the next one we have is Marjorie Massey. I went and forgot to put that down. Marjorie Massey. She has 4, and they're all apple type of Quaker style charts. Spring, summer, autumn, and winter. These are really cute. And then we have Crocetta A Go-Go on Etsy. Number 7 in the Christmas series. This is July's Christmas Village. That's really cute too. Okay, and last but not least, we have Long Dog Sampler. Now this came out around my surgery time, so I didn't show it on my last video. 1 down, 3 across. How fun is this? I need to get busy and finish my long dog so I can start another one. And then the second one is Ragnarok. That's a hard one to say, Ragnarok. All available on the Long Dog Sampler website, and I believe different websites like 123 Stitch and some other ones have them as well. Okay, so 2 videos are still coming. I have not done them yet. GoodNotes. People have asked me, how do I take a paper chart and put it in GoodNotes? I'm going to show you. I no longer use a highlighter, which is shocking because I am so old school and I don't like computers. I don't want to do stuff on computers because I'm so afraid of losing my progress. And so GoodNotes, how do I use it with a paper chart? It is so basic and easy. I can do it. You can do it. Also, tea dyeing on perforated paper. Yes, I will do a video on how to do that coming up soon. You know, another project I forgot to show that I want to start. This is Prairie Schooler Stockings and More. This will be a start probably today or tomorrow. And I want to do these down here. The Santa Claus and the house. Very, very cute. And I plan on doing it on this beautiful, I want all of my Prairie Schoolers on different fabric. I don't know why, but this is what I'm going to put it on. I'm not a big fan of just plain tan. I mean, I think it's pretty, but this is actually darker than your typical tan color. I do like tan, but I like something a little jazzier with a little bit of modeling like this. I think it's gonna look really cool. So I'm planning on starting one of these 2. Let's talk giveaways. We had the group, Caroline, Hannah, and all the group from Leo and Roxy sent us giveaways. I was so thrilled and I appreciated it so much. So Leo and Roxy thread comes from Evertotes, the website evertotes.ca. They are a Canadian-based company and they're fabulous. Their colors, let's just use this as an example. Look at how beautiful these colors are. I don't want to open this and handle the floss because these are going to be giveaways for you guys and they're sealed. So giveaway 1, you're just going to put, your keyword is thread. Just put the word thread. I'm interested in being entered to win the thread. And I don't put a specific color because I'm just going to randomly pick because you're up by the word thread. So here's the different colors. Really, really fun. So if you're interested in winning any of the threads, like I said, don't put specific colors. Like I'm interested in the first packet you showed. It's going to be one of these packets that you guys get. So just put thread. 3 winners. Next, if you guys are interested in my gingerbread cookie chart. I don't think I'm going to stitch this again. I thought about keeping it and then stitching the whole thing, but I think I'm going to go ahead and move on. So if you're interested in the gingerbread cookie by stitching with the housewives, just put the word gingerbread, all one word, gingerbread chart. And the next giveaway, sugar stitches. If you're interested, there are no marks in this chart. I use GoodNotes, so I take a screenshot of it. And if you're interested in this chart that I just finished, just put the words that you're interested in the sugar stitches chart. I'll search by both words, sugar stitches, plural. Last but not least, this comes from the Fat Quarter Shop. They sent us a stack of charts they sent me a stack of charts for some giveaways for you guys. So here is Sleigh Ride by It's So Emma. It's So Emma is adorable. Sleigh Ride. So your keyword will be sleigh. S-L-E-I-G-H. Just put that word I'm interested in the sleigh ride chart. I will pick a winner using the random selector, and we'll have some good giveaway winners for next video. That is about all I have to tell you guys. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you in a couple weeks. Bye, everybody.